This little homeless kitten cried for help when he was heard by some kind humans who gave it a second chance at life. And this man uses an excavator to save this little kangaroo. A fox cub got his head stuck in a wheel. After a lot of manoeuvring, these kind people managed to set him free. These dogs demonstrated major trust in these people. It initially seemed like the dogs were just being inquisitive, but if you take a closer look, you can see them trying to lead the people to something. It turns out they were trying to get help for their friend.
No way. They're like, are you okay?
This helpless baby squirrel was found by these two guys, who took the time to cut it free. Poor puppy got caught in an awning, and luckily this man noticed the dog and went over to try to set it free. This hippo was more than happy to open his mouth and let the man brush his teeth. It almost looks like he enjoys the brushing. A man releases an octopus that got stuck in the sand after the tide went out. But before it swims away, it reaches out and touches the man, as if to say thanks. Octopuses are some of the most intelligent animals, so this parting gesture is especially meaningful. And these people are delivering cows from the mountain ridges to the comfortable alpine meadows. A local diver was diving in Florida when he encountered a lemon shark. It kept coming back and nudging him as if something was wrong. The diver examined the shark and found a large rusty fishing hook stuck in its belly. It took a couple of attempts, but the diver managed to remove it, giving the animal a new lease of life. This bobcat was initially terrified when these people approached it, but after they set it free, it paused before running off, almost as if to say thank you. This bear cub was caught in a bear trap. It cries out with pain as the kind people try to set it free. Eventually, they succeed, and the baby runs off in search of its mother. A dolphin got stuck in the shallow riverbed 3 miles from the ocean. If you listen closely, you can hear a distinct cry for help. Luckily, this person was nearby, and they rushed to the rescue. They later returned it safely to its natural environment.
Side and just hold on to it. Okay.
This kind lady is washing a kangaroo's burnt little paws. The kangaroo seems to understand and doesn't try to escape. This little dog isn't sure whether to trust anyone, but in the end, she has no other choice. She leads them to her starving pups, and these caring people save the puppies and give them a clean new home. This huge whale shark is wrapped in a rope. It patiently waits while the man cuts it free and then swims off to enjoy the rest of its life. And this pufferfish had swallowed a fishing hook, and the fishing weight was making it difficult to swim. The diver tries and fails to pull the hook out, so he instead unties the line and sets the fish free. This baby sloth is now safe and happy. But not long ago, it was on the brink of death when it was stuck between two rocks while the tide was out. Thankfully, this man heard its cries for help and rescued the animal. This loving man has a slightly unusual best friend, a penguin. 10 years ago, the man found it covered in oil and nursed it back to health. Every year, it returns to his house and stays in the backyard. This whale is trying to signal these people for help. Look how calmly it rests while they extract the hook. This man fed this fox for over a year until one day it grabbed the food and signaled for him to follow. Take notice of how it stops to make sure the man is still following. Turns out, this proud mother had recently delivered babies and had brought the man to meet her pups. This photographer captured a sight to behold. Check out this unusual animal friendship, where a weasel was riding on the back of a woodpecker. After falling into a pool, this flying fox had no other option than to trust this human.
Come on. Don't you even think about biting me.